Hello everyone, I'm Justin, and for today's video, I'll be talking about my favorite One Piece filler arc, and oh boy, it is a hot take. So the Long Ring Long Land arc, also known as the David Back Fight or the Foxy arc, is set in between the Skypiea arc and the Water 7 arc, and to some people it is known as the worst arc for One Piece, since A, this is technically not a filler as it is in the manga, and B, the anime doubles the amount of time for this arc. And while yes, this is not a proper filler arc, if you consider that there is no actual repercussions for this arc and we never get to see Foxy or his gang ever again except for the other filler arc, we can really just add this into the long list of filler arcs in One Piece. With that said, I want to give my take on this arc and why, if we just consider it just another filler arc, it is the best one by far. Let's consider that most filler arcs follow this specific set of events. Something unexpected happens, someone gets taken, then the crew fights against some rival crew members, and it ends with Luffy fighting the captain. And the Foxy arc is no exception, as most of these events happen exactly as I mentioned. But what sets apart this arc from any other filler is the delivery rather than the content itself. You see, instead of the usual fight to death between the crew members, the David Back Fight focuses on the following rules. It is a 3-game event where you can basically play anything. You can play dodgeball, you can play roller skates, you can just do a 1v1 fight, and any crew member taken during this David Back Fight may only be retrieved during another David Back Fight. So if you lose a member, you have to either retrieve it during that game, during the next game, or if not, you lose him forever. Then, the taken crew members must immediately swear loyalty to the victorious captain, and any taken symbol such as the flag of the crew may never be risen once the crew loses it. So with those rules stated, the Foxy and the Straw Hat crew set into a 3-game fight. First, there is a boat race between all the Straw Hats and most of the Foxy crew. It is a really fun and interesting race with a lot of twists and jokes that serves to inform us that Foxy's ability is to slow down the enemies with a beam, and then we lose Chopper. Then we get the Groggy Ring, in which Zoro and Sanji fight back against the Groggy monsters, 2 big guys and a half giant half fishman, which set up for a really interesting type of handball game in which they need to put one of the players into a goal. Of course, Sanji and Zoro keep fighting, but at the end, they set aside the differences and finish the game with a victory. But of course, Luffy, instead of getting back Chopper, gets the horse of some weird dude. This is where the manga differs from the anime, as in the manga there were only 3 games, but in the anime, Luffy decides it would be fun to have 3 more games. So the 3rd game for this round becomes a roller race, where the crew needs to race in roller skates, and while this wasn't the most interesting game, it was fun to see Luffy struggle to learn how to skate. Then the Straw Hats win, and we get Chopper back. But as I mentioned, Luffy wants more games, so we get the dodgeball game, in which, to be honest, was one of my favorite games, with all the rules breaking and hits on the face, and with a loss to the Straw Hats, we also lose Robin. Then we get the red light green light game, where you can move while the guy is counting, but can't after he moves to look back. Sanji shows himself to be cool just for a second, then just to blow it a second later. And while Zoro was about to win, he loses due to the unfortunate set of events, and we lose Chopper yet again. At the end, both crews decide to stake it all and the last game in order to win Robin and Chopper back, and we get a one-on-one fight between the captains, setting Foxy's pirate ship, which is full of traps. And this is one of the reasons why this arc stands above any other, as we get to see the rare side of Luffy wearing an afro to fight, and I agree with Usopp, wearing an afro does increase your strength.
人は言うチャンピオンがアフロなのかアフロがチャンピオンなのかそれは現代の科学では解明できねえんだルフィアフロにしたらパンチ力が増すんだぜ
And after a long fight, Luffy emerges victorious after defeating Foxy with a mirror to counter his beam, and we get back our crew members. So overall, I understand why some people think the David Back Fight is a bad arc, as it may go for a bit longer compared to the manga. and it doesn't bring anything new to the story. But to me, if I were to compare it to other arcs like the Dream Stealer arc or the Goat Island arc, this one was way more entertaining. And I understand this is a hot topic, as you either hate or love this arc, but to me, this arc is one of a kind. Of course, I think adding more to it with the second filler arc of the Return of Foxy was unnecessary, but the original one, to me, served as both the calm before the storm of the Water 7 arc, and to make us enjoy a different look on how the Straw Hats fight without actually using punches but more on the sports side of the anime. So to me, the Groggy Ring, the dodgeball game, and the final fight are one of the most enjoyable games of this arc and make it stand out among any other filler. What did you guys thought about this arc? Did you love it or hate it? Let me know in the comments below. Until then, see you guys next time.